Grace and peace, everyone. It's your boy Benjamin Gibson, aka the Sarge, back at you. We are doing the evening devotional for August 2nd, 2022, and it's a good one on today. It is a good one. We are going to be in the book of Ruth. The book of Ruth, chapter 2, verse 17. Okay, that's where the devotional is coming from today. All right. Ruth chapter 2 verse 17. This is the evening devotional for August 2nd. And the verse is, so she gleaned in the field until even. Okay. So she gleaned in the field until even. All right. So what it says here is, so she gleaned in the field until evening. Then she beat out what she had gleaned, and it was about an ephah of barley. Okay, and so that's what we're talking about. And gleaned is another way of saying harvest. Okay, it's another way of saying harvest. So as I'm reading this, that's what I'm going to be hitting on today. That's what I'm going to use it. I'm going to use that. Okay. So with that being said, let's go ahead and let's read this. Let me learn from Ruth, the gleaner, the harvester. As she went out to gather the ears of corn, so must I go forth into the fields of prayer, meditation, the ordinances, and hearing the word to gather spiritual food. The gleaner gathers her portion ear by ear. Her gains are little by little. So must I be content to search for single truths, if there be no greater plenty of them. Every ear helps to make a bundle, and every gospel lesson assists in making us wise unto salvation. The gleaner keeps her eyes open. If she stumbled among the stubble in a dream, she would have no load to carry home rejoicingly. I must be watchful in religious exercises, lest they become unprofitable to me. I fear I have lost much already. Oh, that I may rightly estimate my opportunities and glean with greater diligence. The gleaner stoops for all she finds, and so must I. High spirits criticize and object, but lowly minds glean and receive benefit. A humble heart is a great help towards profitably hearing the gospel. The engrafted soul-saving word is not received except with meekness. A stiff back makes a bad gleaner. Down, master pride. Thou art a vile robber, not to be endured for a moment. What the gleaner gathers, she holds. If she dropped one ear to find another, the result of her day's work would be but scant. She is as careful to retain as to obtain. And so, at last, her gains are great. How often do I forget all that I hear? The second truth pushes the first one out of my head. And so my reading and hearing end in much ado about nothing. Do I feel duly the importance of storing up the truth? A hungry belly makes the gleaner wise. If there be no corn in her hand, there will be no bread on her table. She labors under the sense of necessity, and hence her tread is nimble and her grasp is firm. I have even a greater necessity. Lord, help me to feel it, that it may urge me onward to glean in fields which yield so plenteous reward to diligence. This is awesome. So let's go ahead and let's just talk about a couple things real fast. Again, this isn't a Bible study. It's a devotional. So that was the devotional right there. Okay. So with that, let's just take a couple quick notes. Okay. The gleaner gathers her portion ear by ear. Her gains are little by little, so I must be content to search for little truth. So right here, do not despise small beginnings, and do not, despise little gains that you get, little blessings that come, okay? Or little truths that come from praying and from studying the word, okay? All right? Because that will grade up, that will create and will multiply to many. Okay. Again, every ear helps to make a bundle, so every little bit helps. All right. And here, I must be watchful in religious exercises, lest they become unprofitable to me. We need to make sure that we're not doing things just out of, to check the block. Okay, we need to ensure that we're doing the things and not just get into tradition. All right, but ensure that what we're doing, that it becomes profitable to us. Okay, don't get caught up just in checking the block and okay, well, let me do that. Okay, next. Because then it's going to become unprofitable to us. No matter what we're doing, we're not going to be coming from a pure and a genuine heart. And therefore, those prayers that we send up will not be answered, will not be even heard. Okay? The other thing that I want to say right here is, this is a good one right here. A humble heart is a great help towards profitably hearing the gospel. So we have to be humble. We have to not walk around arrogant or proud. We need to be humble. We need to be meek. Okay, being proud does not help at all. Okay, and then what the gleaner gathers, she holds. Okay, so if she dropped one ear to find another, then at the end of the day, she would have nothing. So we need to never get into the habit of, oh, that looks better than this, so we toss that to the side and grab, because guess what? If you have that mindset, there's always going to be something that is better. There's always going to be something. Get what you have and be appreciative for what you get and what you have, because again, if you have that mindset and those eyes looking for all types of things, ooh, that looks better, you're going to end up with nothing, because you're always going to be dropping to try and go and get better. You know, don't be like a barracuda. Okay, a barracuda is a fish that, you know, I was stationed in Key West, and you can catch a lot of barracuda out there. They're not worth anything. You can't eat them. They're toxic. But the thing about barracudas is they're they're attracted to shiny things. So, you know, if there's anything shiny, that's what they're going to go after. Okay, and so don't have that mindset of you have something, you see something shiny, and you drop what you have and you go after to doing that. Okay, be appreciative for what you have, because at the end, if you continually drop to go grab something else, at the end of the day, you'll end up with nothing. All right, moving forward. So, and all that says right here, she is careful to retain as to obtain, and that right there just puts everything I said in a beautiful nutshell. Careful to retain as to obtain. So retain just as much as you're out to go get. Okay, so you know your gains can mount up. Okay, so this is beautiful. It's a great devotional. I pray that it encouraged you on today. And like I said, I believe it was yesterday. The devotional, the scripture came from the book of Ruth as well. I would highly encourage you to read the book of Ruth. It is not a long book, and it is just a beautiful written part of scripture. And when you are able to unpack it and understand it as the type and shadow of Jesus Christ to come as our Redeemer, it takes on a whole other meaning, and it is that much more beautiful and that much more powerful. So read the book of Ruth. Again, this is the evening devotional for August 2nd, 2022. I pray that it encouraged and blessed you. And Lord willing, we'll be back tomorrow for August 3rd and for another morning and evening devotional. God bless.